just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Yellow Jackets offense will have the ball first. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the foot.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Auburn. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up, they take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. To the air, it's Nolan. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Auburn Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football from climbing the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Here's the pressure. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Makes the grab. It's Phillips. Out out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Man, they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The give to the back. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Right back to it. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. They'll try the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Tigers! Great job by the back on the option. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos after a successful run.
There he goes. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Connection to the right. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. To throw, it's Nolan. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Memphis is just getting blown off the field right now, and like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 21 to Mississippi State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying play action. Under fire. The throw. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Going to the running game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Going to swing it on second down. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. He rifles one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Working that left side now. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Plucks it out of the air. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Off the play fake. Buys a little time. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Rides the back and leaves it. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Lost a throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lost a fire on second down. The screen, and watch out. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Here on third down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires into traffic. Picked off.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Worthy. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Pressure coming. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Bring in the heat. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Auburn lines up quickly. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. In their own territory, no problem. Fourth and inches, and they'll go for it. Surging forward on the sneak. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really wrap.
How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They're throwing for it on fourth down. just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report.
The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Auburn offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Thompson. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Got a man. It's Richardson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Flushed out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Second down coming up. They'll go to the ground. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, going to the air. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Auburn! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
To the air, it's Nolan. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo.
He's loose down the middle. Past the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Grab near the sticks. It's Richardson. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Richardson.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Finds his man. It's Edwards. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Nolan. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
I don't know if if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw again. He caught it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the right.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. To the air on 1st down. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Not sure why they want to throw again. He'll take a shot. One last incompletion, and that'll do it.